This is me. What's mad about looking back at this photo is that I considered this stage of my life healthy. I still do. I went to the gym 4 times a week, I played football, and I ate nutritious whole foods, but I wasn't happy. Going to the gym didn't light me up the way it used to, and I went more out of habit than for any personal goals. It's to that backdrop where I discovered calisthenics. I was naively browsing YouTube when I came across Osvaldo Lugones making a mockery out of gravity. Now, I knew enough about fitness to know that this was some advanced shit, but I was hooked. So I did the only thing anybody would do in my situation. A little bit of digging showed that I wanted to center my calisthenics goals on basic strength and body control, so I decided to teach myself how to L-sit, muscle up, and handstand to give my goals a focus. Which brings me to learning my first calisthenics skill, the L-sit. Those who already follow this YouTube channel will know that this is where it all began for me. This skill, which on paper looks so simple, caused me 3 months, yes, 3 months of grind. I had to learn principles that completely threw me, such as applying force with straight arms and core compression, which, even though I'd done leg raises for years, I had a lot of trouble getting my head around, which re-emphasizes the need to have a goal that really fires you up rather than just going to the gym and going through the motions. I also had to work on areas such as mobility, which has historically been difficult for me. I actually felt that because I was coming from a weightlifting background, I deserved to just be able to not start from scratch with calisthenics, especially for what seemed like such a simple skill. And at the beginning, this feeling of entitlement really held me back. But I took my ego out of the equation, reined my neck in, and started from square one. It was bitter work with the L-sit, but eventually the results I was after yielded. I mastered the L-sit and started to look at the muscle up and handstand as a way for me to work on something more taxing. But from the off, both of these two skills caused me many problems. Calisthenics literally translates to beautiful strength, and, well, what the fuck? I lacked strength and coordination, but I had a goal and a plan to get there. I split my workouts into pushing and pulling movements and started by practicing what I preach and building some basic strength that I could then start applying to teach my body to move in new ways. About 6 weeks of this, and I really felt like I was making progress. I started adding resistance band to my training with mixed results. But I'd finally earned the strength I needed to start to entertain these new skills. And this was the bit that I was most excited to dig into when I started calisthenics: skill work. Teaching my body to move in specific ways that would yield great results really appealed to me. It was damn challenging, but I started to see progress in the skill department. With the muscle up, I got to a place where I could do 5 of them, but the form is still very far from clean. And depending on the day, the balance of the handstand still eludes me. But what I love is that despite these shortcomings, so many other areas have come leaps and bounds, all because I didn't take any shortcuts, focused on the basics, and the strength is starting to domino in some really exciting things. Calisthenics has really surprised me. And not because I feel I look better, but because my mentality on fitness has completely changed. While I'm still impressed by a heavy bench press or squat, the goal of just being able to lift something heavy feels almost childish now if it isn't tethered to some sort of proprioceptive control or mobility, and it was calisthenics that introduced me to these ideas. There is a reason why there is a whole movement centered around this way of training. Skinny, heavy, young, old, girl, boy, black, white, calisthenics has something for everybody. It's not hyperbole to say calisthenics has changed my life for the better, and it can for you as well. If you haven't tried calisthenics and would like to, I would highly recommend it. I've put together this playlist that will give you everything you need to know on how to get started and start seeing results. And this whole channel is about building a community where calisthenics enthusiasts can come, learn, and share tips. So if you want to be part of that, click on that subscribe button and join the Cali crowd. But for now, I'll leave you with this.